I want to ask you, which of the areas in technology right now are you most intrigued about from an investment perspective?
Okay, well, I think it's Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
I think it's Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin really has the potential to, it and other virtual currencies have the potential to transform the world pretty much the way the internet did way back when.
I think Bitcoin's an interesting intellectual and technological experiment. And so I think investing in Bitcoin or maybe buying Bitcoin is like making a venture bet in the sense of you don't know what's really going to happen.
Right.
But the potential return is huge. I mean, the amount of gold in the world is about $8 trillion, and the value of all the Bitcoin is about $7 billion. So if it reached 1/10 the value of gold,
right,
it's 100 times your money.
How far will the Bitcoin value soar? And that is a question that no one can answer. Yet some pundits suggest that Bitcoins could swarm into the $60 trillion international space for transactional currency. Indeed, if Bitcoin even grabs a 1% share of this market, its value can be calculated to climb to a phenomenal $100,000 per coin.
Bitcoin could capture between 1 and 10% of global Forex exchange business, which would imply a price of Bitcoin between $100,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin from the current price of in the 80 to 90 level. Is that what you concur with that?
Well, I think it's around 700,000, and that equals the amount of money in circulation, and that's basically where it'll be. It'll only take 2.5% of the demand deposits in the world. And so I think people with looking at Cyprus and looking at other things that are happening around the world will look at this as an insurance policy to put 2.5% in Bitcoin, and basically the fiat currency can go the way of the dodo bird.
This is also amazing when you consider that Bitcoin wasn't even worth $1 until February of 2011. But now, Forbes has already written about the $1,000 Bitcoin. I've heard $2,000 Bitcoin. I even saw Business Insider reporting that Bitcoin could eventually capture between 1 and 10% of the entire global currency market. That would dictate every Bitcoin carry a value of between $100,000 and $1 million. But we have to imagine, once it's auto-integrated into every web browser, cell phone, and email, it's almost unfathomable how high Bitcoin could go.
Dish Network will become the largest company to accept payment in Bitcoins.
Travel giant Expedia has partnered with Coinbase to become the first major travel company to accept Bitcoin. Global shipping provider Bongo International started accepting Bitcoin today as well, becoming another major company to accept the digital currency.
Tell me about why you're accepting Bitcoin for flowers these days.
It made a lot of business sense to us because it had a lower cost than credit card fees and allowed us to have consumers pay in any way they wanted.
John Donahoe, CEO of eBay, hinting quite heavily that eBay may very soon start accepting Bitcoins. Wow. Listen to what he had to say.
I think there's no doubt digital currency is going to play an important role going forward. And at PayPal, we're going to have to integrate digital currencies into our wallet.
Bitcoins are set to become more prominent in Australia. A growing number of businesses are beginning to accept them, while over the coming weeks, the first Bitcoin ATMs will be rolled out across the country.
More than 100 Bitcoin ATMs are expected to be rolled out across Australia in the next year.